"2 wounded," he hissed. "The cook, Teresa, and a nun I'd never seen before." "How bad?" "There's blood all over Teresa's white apron. Looks like the nun's hit in the leg. She's sitting up against the stove with a big pool below her. Femoral." Samson took another look and said, "It's a lot of blood." "Cover me," I said. "I'm going in low to get them." Samson nodded. I squatted down and threw my shoulder into the door, which swung away. Half expecting some unseen gunman to open fire, I rolled inside. I slid through the slurry of 24 eggs and came to a stop on the floor between 2 prep counters. Samson came in with his weapon high, searching for a target, but no one shot, no one moved. And there was no sound except the labored breathing of the cook and the nun who were to our left on the other side of the counter, by a big industrial stove. The nun's eyes were open and bewildered. The cook's head slumped, but she was breathing. I scrambled under the prep counter to the women and started tugging off my belt. The nun shrank from me when I reached for her. "I'm a cop, sister," I said. "My name is Alex Cross. I need to put a tourniquet on your leg, or you could die." She blinked, but then nodded. "John," I said, observing a serious gunshot wound to her lower thigh. A needle-thin jet of blood erupted with every heartbeat. "Right here," Samson said behind me. "Just seeing what's what." "Call it in," I said as I wrapped the belt around her upper thigh, cinching it tight. "We need 2 ambulances, fast." The blood stopped squirting. I could hear my partner making the radio call. The nun's eyes fluttered and drifted toward shut. "Sister," I said. "What happened? Who shot you?" Her eyes blinked open. She gaped at me, disoriented for a moment, before her attention strayed past me. Her eyes widened and the skin of her cheek went taut with terror. I snatched up my gun and spun around, raising the pistol, seeing Samson with his back to me, radio to his ear, gun lowered. And then a door at the back of the kitchen. It had swung open, revealing a large pantry. A man crouched in a fighting stance in the pantry doorway. In his crossed arms he held 2 nickel-plated pistols, one aimed at Samson and the other at me. With all the training I've been lucky enough to receive over the years, you'd think I would have done the instinctual thing for a veteran cop facing an armed assailant, that I would have registered "man with gun" in my brain, and I would have shot him immediately. But for a split second I didn't listen to "man with a gun," because I was too stunned by the fact that I knew him, and that he was long, long dead.